Andy Johnson, Minnesota State University. We are looking at a hierarchy of reading miscues. All miscues are not the same. But first, reading is creating meaning with print. It is not sounding out words. During the reading process, more information flows from the cortex down than from the senses up. It's important to understand this. A miscue is when what a student says does not match what's on the page. It's not always an error. Sometimes this reflects mature reading behavior. So the types of reading miscues, first there is a self-correction when the student corrects, makes a miscue and then corrects it. Metacognition is thinking about thinking or checking for understanding. This is an example of mature reading behavior, not a miscue. So in the sheet I write a large SC with a circle around it on the miscue analysis sheet to indicate that this is a self-correction. I want to see more SCs. This tells me the student is thinking about thinking or focusing on meaning. A meaningful miscue is when the sentence still retains the original meaning. There is a miscue, but it doesn't change the meaning of the sentence. For example, the dogs ran down the road, the dogs run down the road. This means the same thing, so on the miscue analysis sheet, I put an M there with a circle. Again, I like to see meaningful miscues. This tells me that the reader is still creating meaning with print, focusing on ideas, not necessarily letters or letter parts. Mature readers do this all the time. We do this all the time when we are receiving oral communication. We're focusing on meaning, not individual phonemes. We're focusing on meaning when we read, not individual letter or word parts. A schema-related miscue is when the reader inserts a related concept, but the meaning is not retained. Example, the grader made the road smooth, the truck made the road smooth. All right, this is a miscue. It changes the meaning, but it tells me the reader is still focused on meaning. Now, a schema is an organized knowledge structure in the brain and long-term memory used for understanding the world. This tells us again that the reader is engaged in a meaningful reading behavior using his or her background knowledge. It's still a miscue, still counted as such, but it gives us some more inclination, better understanding of that reader. A significant miscue is what we most commonly think of as a mistake. It changes the meaning of the sentence, and you have all sorts of examples there. It could be that the student skips the word as well. A meaningless pronunciation tells us something again. This is where the student correctly sounds out the word, but clearly has no understanding of the word. You can tell by the inflection that they don't understand the word, often pronounced in the form of a question. Fossils? All right? Individual words put together in a stilted way or imprecise way. It gives us a sense that they can sound out the word. Technically, it's not a miscue, but it tells us something about their conceptual knowledge and their word knowledge. It could be that the students don't have a concept to match the word in long-term memory, or the student's conception of the word does not match the context in which the word was found, or the students were not able to make the link between the word and the concept. This information is useful because it can be used to design future vocabulary and concept lessons. Travel beyond the world of numbers to understand that student as a reader. This is done by a miscue analysis and knowing there are different types of miscues.